Hello, authors, book lovers, and storytellers. Welcome to another Reader's Magnet featured author interview. My name is Mark, and I'll be your host for this session. Joining me in this session is one of the Reader's Magnet featured authors that is here with us to share his journey as an author and to tell us more about his book titled Looking Back Kathmandu to Everest. We have Lloyd Johnson. Hi, Lloyd. How are you today?
Yeah, hi Mark. How you doing?
I'm doing great. It's just really nice to see you today, Lloyd. We are really excited to know more about this amazing book. As I can see right now on your book cover, I really feel like this book has something and it's deserved to be, broadcasted all around the world now. Before we start though, Lloyd, before we tackle into the deeper details of this book, can you please introduce yourself first?
My name is Lloyd Johnson, photographer, uh, of a jack of many trades. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you want to be interested in my past? I was started photography in Sausalito, California,
Yeah, would love to hear that, Johnson.
1967, and worked for about 5 years on Broadway in San Francisco. Had a
Mm-hmm.
studio there, tried fashion, and the opportunity came up to go to Nepal, and
Mm-hmm.
I jumped on it. It just seemed like it was the right thing to do at the right time.
At the right time, right?
You know,
Mm-hmm. Wow, that is nice to know, Lloyd. Now, I believe that experience of yours made you or inspired you to write this book or to publish this book titled Looking Back Kathmandu to Everest. Now, looking back at this book cover, can you please tell us more about this book cover? Who designed this? Is this one of your photos? Tell me more about it, Lloyd.
well, the book was designed by Norfolk Press, which is the uh, the company that you can order the book from,
Mm-hmm.
the publisher.
That published the
But
book. Uh-huh.
yeah, it was a question again. The cover. Where did the cover come from? The cover
Uh-huh.
came
Who
from the
designed
Trek.
this?
Uh, I don't know the designer that
Oh,
put the
okay.
book
So,
together, but it
I
was done
thought.
under the direction of Charles Cunningham and his staff in San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he picked the picture out, thinking that would probably be the most favorable picture to use to catch the eye. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because I heard when you.
Well, the picture is the three Sherpas
Mm-hmm.
that that took me on the trek from Kathmandu, and one is a woman, and two fellows that carried the heavy stuff, my
Mm-hmm.
my gear, and I carried my cameras.
Your
Did you
camera.
want more about the cover?
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. We can now proceed, Lloyd. I
Yeah,
believe
yeah.
that the book cover explains what the context of the book as well. Now we want to proceed of the context of the book. So can you please tell us what is the
Oh, the
book all about,
context.
Lloyd?
Yeah. Okay.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
All right. Yeah. Well, the book is about a cultural experience of catching Nepal, the area that goes from Kathmandu to Mount Everest, just
Mm-hmm.
before Western society discovered it. It had been
Mm-hmm.
closed off for years until Sir Elman Hillary opened it up in 1953, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And it hadn't changed for centuries. And I figured, well, this is a chance to like capture it in a cultural aspect rather than the mountain climbing feat, and bring it to the public's attention. And then when I got there, I realized that it's perfect. It doesn't need anything changed. It was
Oh.
fine. And I held on to the pictures for, I don't know, almost 20 years before I published the
Oh,
book. So it's
right.
mostly a examination of the culture surrounding station and what one goes through on the trek. So it is not a mountain climbing book. I just want to make that very clear.
How many miles does
Right,
it
right.
cover?
It covers 125 miles of up and down hiking,
Wow.
camping every night,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Going through villages.
and going through villages, sometimes sleeping in their houses,
Right,
sleeping in
right,
a
right.
tent, or just throwing a sleeping bag on the ground.
Wow.
But
What
there's
an
yeah,
experience,
there's
huh,
no
Lloyd?
yeah, there's no amenities there. I mean, you can't find a toilet
No
Right,
electricity.
and no
right,
electricity, and no roads. It's all by foot.
right. Wow. That actually, going uphill actually takes a lot of courage, strength and passion to actually do it. Because for me personally, I'm really not into hiking, given that I believe that that will actually, take a lot of your energy and for sure will encounter things that you were not prepared about, let's say the
Well,
weather, the
yeah,
animals and things like that. Oh, yeah, and so and yeah, I
I
think it's
certainly
not
was
for me.
prepared for physically. I mean, I was just uh, I had no training, no
Same.
hiking before I left, and I had no what to expect. I just thought, well,
Yeah,
I here
exactly.
it is. So you go for it.
And you
And
documented it,
yeah, I just took
and
two
hence
Nikon
why you.
cameras. Yeah,
Right. Okay, I get it. So it's like the book is a documentation of your experience going to Kathmandu to Everest. Is that it? Is that what you're trying to say, Lloyd?
yeah, that's basically what it is.
Tell about the cameras.
It's
The best
just
cameras at the time.
Right,
it's just
right.
a trek from Kathmandu,
Photographs.
and I just photographed as much as I could with the cooperation with the people. They
Mm,
didn't oppose me in any way. It was just a natural exchange between the two of us, the three of
mhm,
us, or the many of us, and
Tell about your camera.
I had two Nikon cameras and
mhm.
about 20 rolls of film, one
Do
color
you
and
still
one
have the
black and
cameras
white.
now?
Yeah, that's all I use.
Really?
I'm not into digital. I'm still process and print my own photographs. In fact, the
Mhm.
pictures in the book are all my work,
Is it okay if
except
we
for the
can
cover.
see the camera right now? Do you have your camera right now?
No, I don't. But I've got
It's okay. It's okay if
it.
it will take too
it
much time. No, it's okay. That's fine.
Is
Now
it
let,
is
it's
let's
it
down
proceed.
at my house.
is it on the desk?
Yeah. Yeah. Here's a couple of pictures of the book.
Yeah, I would love to see
If I can
that.
get.
That's exactly what I'm about to ask. Oh
Yeah.
wow. Wow. Okay. Wow. As I can see now, Lloyd, the book
I get
actually
some of
is
the mountains.
full of different culture. I can see it now.
And here's.
Oh wow.
It's. Yeah. There's.
The view.
Yeah. So
Yes.
it's. I'm trying to see how many pages. It's 227 pages of
That's a
photographs on
lot.
every page on
Uh-huh.
each side, and text. And there's an interesting picture here of the Sherpa that went with the first climb
Mm-hmm.
on Everest, Tens Norway.
Oh, wow. There's
So
a
the
lot of
people are
story
wonderful.
there, Lloyd.
The people are wonderful. They are kind people,
Mm-hmm.
and they help you out. a lot. I couldn't have done it by myself, that's for sure. In fact, I don't think
Right,
they allow
right.
you to do it for yourself. And you kind of flew into the, here's my camera.
Instructor.
Oh, wow, you still have
Instructor.
it. You still have the cameras. How
Yeah.
old are these cameras now, Lloyd?
This camera's 1967. Bought it
Mm.
from Japan from an airline stewardess who
Wow.
got it for me.
And it still has good
Yeah,
condition. Wow.
the old reliable Nikon. I'm not used to this reverse images on the screen, but yeah, there it is.
Wow.
Show how you take a picture with it.
Yeah,
There you go. Wow. There's a lot of memories from that camera. Now,
yeah.
Lloyd, you've mentioned that you went and climbed the mountain without actually proper training. Tell me more about the experience. How was the experience, if you can still remember it?
What was that? Say that again, please.
You
The experience
mentioned
of
that
climbing the
you were
mountain.
not physically prepared. You did not go through any training
Oh
before
no,
climbing.
I just no, I wasn't. In fact, I was smoking a couple of packs of cigarettes probably those days,
Uh-huh. What? How's the
and
experience?
it took about a week to get used to it.
You were sick.
And I
Mm.
was sick with uh, diarrhea. I mean, one thing after
Oh
another.
no.
It was a
Right.
struggle, and it's
Right.
just yeah.
Those are the
But
risk, actually.
that was the old days. Everything's cleaned
Hmm.
up a lot over there now, and it's there's roads
There might be
and
better,
yeah,
routes or path. Right.
yeah. Well, you don't have to walk
Just wipe your nose.
uh, uh, 3 weeks to get to Mount Everest anymore. There's an airport called
Mm-hmm.
Lukla. They say it's the most dangerous airport in the world because it's just a drop off cliff. If you don't make it,
Hit the mountain.
you're gone.
Oh no.
And
Not for me.
it,
It's not for
it's
me.
only about a 3 day walk from Lukla, a 4 day walk from there to Mount Everest, and there's accommodations along the way, so you don't have
Hmm.
to rough
Wow,
it
but it
out.
must have been a very fulfilling experience, Lloyd, and I'm
It
actually
was.
jealous
It was a
because
special experience,
I'm sure it is
and
something that I will never do. But for sure, it will be very, given the fact that not most of the people was managed to have this type of story, and you here actually have a book about it, sharing it to everyone is a fulfilling one feeling.
right.
So
Well,
congrats to you for that, Lloyd.
yeah, it captures Nepal uh,
50 years ago.
50 years ago, and
Right. Wow.
it's changed. And if anybody's interested in seeing what it was like 50 years ago, uh, the book has it in there. And if people who go there now uh, can appreciate, what it was,
Right.
but it's kind of a time capsule, really.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm. For sure.
I don't think there's any other book comparable to it. I'm not trying to blow my own horn here, but
I haven't seen it.
I think that's about it for Nepal.
Right.
Yeah, but
Now,
it's there's a couple of cultures. There's the Buddhist and the Hindu
yeah, I
culture.
saw,
They
I
mix.
saw.
They mix. There's the high land and the lowland,
Mm-hmm.
and they trade between themselves every week at Namche Bazaar.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, if you're not in the climbing mountains, it's a good experience to have anyway,
It
because it is
it
beautiful
it
to
is
see.
for sure. Now, Lloyd,
Yeah.
tell me, what is your favorite part in, climbing this mountain, and then let's say
Oh,
favorite part of
on
documenting
the on
this
the
journey?
track, I
Yes,
think just
or
sharing myself with the people,
right. Actually.
living in their houses and photographing them and seeing how they lived and their work efforts. The kids all worked. Everybody
Everybody's happy.
contributed to the family,
They're happy.
and they're happy,
Right.
or they were
And the
happy.
fact
I
that you
don't know.
capture that and it is preserved up until now with this book, inside this book, It's really worth it. Wow. I mean, I can see the value of this book for those people that are really interested of the Kathmandu to Everest, a journey. And, given the fact that this was 50 years old or 50 years ago, and they can compare it to what it is now, makes the
Right.
book very, special, Lloyd.
Well,
And
it's unique in itself. Yes.
it is
And
unique.
even the people who want to go there to climb Mount Everest,
Right.
it's a worthy book.
For sure. For sure.
There's King the Tenboche monastery, monastery is there uh, in its original form. It burned down after I left there,
Mm-hmm.
and it's been rebuilt. So there's the old monastery, but the monk was there up until a few years ago when I saw him on TV. I think he's passed away by now. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Give me a piece of candy.
Yeah.
There was a
I'm
motorcycle. Yeah, there was a motorcycle company demonstrating their Bultaco dirt bikes when I was
Mhm.
there
Oh,
at
wow.
Tenbochen.
You got a couple pictures of them.
And there's some pictures of them there with their
Do you have
motorcycles. They
the
were,
pictures on the book?
yeah, they were in the book. Yeah, they were flew
Nice.
in by helicopter and they were running around the trails with the motorcycles. They were leaving when I arrived, but we
Mhm.
had dinner together, and you know,
Right.
and
Wow. Really nice.
some of their some of their craft work is beautiful. I
For
bought
sure.
some rugs back and some, bags that they wove. Some of their artifacts that I
Mhm.
traded that were they were generous to give me. Yeah.
Your
I'm
pictures
actually
say
smiling now, Lloyd, because I'm just really amazed of how you can still remember that memory and still, vividly remember everything. And
Well, I
that's
can't
just
remember it
really
all.
amazing.
you
I
got the pictures to
Right.
prove it.
But
Yeah, but I got the pictures.
given that it's
Yeah,
still something that you're sharing us,
yeah.
and that's just
How
really
many pictures?
amazing.
How many pictures?
I think I took maybe 20 rolls of film
Mm-hmm.
and
How many,
black and white.
how many pictures on each roll?
That's 36 rolls, quite a few. And,
Hundreds.
Right.
yeah,
Right.
edited out what I wanted to use in the book with the help with from Norfolk Press, and I think I put 10 rolls of color. I used the two cameras,
Mm-hmm.
both identical, no light meters, so I just winged it.
Mm-hmm.
You
All
got a
right,
lot of
Lloyd.
unpublished.
Tell me more. Um, what is your plan now? Given that you've managed to publish this book already, what is your, let's say, your next plan as a photographer and a writer?
I don't know. I've done another book called Shootout, which
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to talk about right now. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just trying to get it marketed, and
Yes, please.
You have a lot of unpublished
it's more
pictures.
of a fashion book.
You have
And I've
unpublished.
got design photographs which I've worked on for years that I used to do for architects designing d- buildings, large 3 by 3 foot and larger. Some are 10 by 10 foot
Mm-hmm.
uh, photographs.
Images.
Yeah, they're
Oh.
graphic images, and I'm, I've been trying to transfer them to T-shirts. I did a lot of T-shirts and sold them all. I just haven't got back into it again. I'm just one of those people that I go from one thing or another and haven't followed through with a lot of the opportunities that I could
Mm-hmm.
have, but it's all catalogs. I just haven't gotten around to it. I figure I'd save it
Right.
for the last few years. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I love how versatile you are, Lloyd, given that you have this, let's say, adventure type of book of pictures, and you also have this on the other side, fashion industry. And I love that for you, Lloyd. I wonder what else you can offer. And I just hope that soon we can also feature the other book, soon with us here at Readers Magnet?
Yeah,
We would love
I'd
to know
like
more
to.
about it.
It's a little racy in places, but it's about a encounter I have with a model
Mm-hmm.
uh, for a few shoots, and it's called Shootout,
Mm-hmm.
not with a gun. The picture on the cover has a
But
gun
with the
on it,
camera.
but it doesn't have anything
Right,
to do with
right,
violence. So there's no way. Yeah, it's just a kind of a
right.
fun book
Mm, mm,
people
for
can
sure,
enjoy.
for sure.
Yeah,
Right. Thank you so much for sharing
that's
all of
available.
these.
Yeah, that's available with Norfolk Press. And a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people ask me, well, how come it's not on Amazon? Well, it's not on Amazon. It's on Norfolk Press uh, Publishing. I wish it was on Amazon sometimes, but we decided to just keep it with my publisher, and I honored that.
Was it Norfolk Press?
Norfolk, Norfolk Press,
Right. Let me see that website here. That's Norfolk
www.
Press.
Norfolk Press, San Francisco.
Okay, Norfolk Press. All right.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for sharing that, Lloyd.
yeah.
Now, I believe we have tackled a lot of interesting stories today, but for my last question, um, Lloyd, what advice can you give to those aspiring authors or writers or photographers like you to pursue their dreams to, let's say, publish a book? What advice can you give them?
Well, the first thing is they've got to love what they're doing. They've got
Right?
to really get
Passion.
into it. They got to get early in the morning and have the talent that they can bring out in themselves to do it.
Right.
Uh, you know, everybody can do something. You know, it's just some people can can write and some people can't. But it's just uh, it's what you
If
put your
yeah,
mind to, you can do.
With
right.
photography
And
I agree.
photography takes a little bit of training. You know,
and early morning.
that's early morning. I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to work on what I do.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, it's
Well,
quiet and I'm
And then you
awake and
catch the first light.
yeah, and I want to catch the first light. Yeah.
all right. Thank you so much for
But
that,
I've got my own dark
Lloyd.
room. I've got my
Mm-hmm.
dark room in my house, and it's in the process of being rebuilt.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just gonna do some more. I'd like to do another book besides the two that I've got, and that kind of remains to be seen. But what I'm doing, I'm working on some things now that are leading me towards something, but I just haven't culminated what the outcome of it is yet. So, you know,
Wow.
so I'm interested in nature. Did a lot of nature work. A lot
Mm-hmm.
of my photographs are nature, not just fashion or trekking or adventures. Uh, so I have a real feeling for our planet.
Mm-hmm. All right. Wow, we're excited for that, Lloyd, and I hope you'll be able to, let's say, finalize everything for that new idea of yours, Lloyd. Now, for the last time, can you please invite everyone to buy a copy of your book, Looking Back, Kathmandu to Everest, Lloyd?
You know, it's a little expensive, but it's worth it.
Right, for sure.
Yeah. Or you can buy it from me if if I'm not indulged in deluge. Excuse me.
It's okay. It's
If I'm
okay, Lloyd.
inundated with a lot of people buying it from me personally, uh,
Mm-hmm.
they can text me if they want somehow. But I'd
Okay.
prefer that it go through Norfolk Press.
Right,
Uh,
right, right.
un- Unfortunately, I can't sign any for anybody. But if they do want a signed book, I can have it sent to me from Norfolk Press. I can sign it, and then reship it to whoever wants the signed book.
Want to give me your address,
And my address is
Lloyd Johnson?
Lloyd Johnson, 155 Shady Lane, Cloverdale, California, 95425.
There you go, guys.
I
All
can
right.
give you my phone number if I don't get too many phone calls, but I'm afraid I'll get too
We
many phone
might
calls.
have to stop you there,
Yeah,
Lloyd, because we don't want
yeah,
other people to like randomly
right,
call you. We don't want spamming
yeah.
here, right? And
No,
that would
I
be
don't want.
annoying on your end, Lloyd. So
Yeah,
they
Right.
I've get
can,
too many already.
right? Right, for sure, it is annoying.
Anonymous
Now,
people. Yeah,
that's understandable. Now, Lloyd, I believe we
yeah.
have covered everything about this book, talked about the book, and you've managed to promote it, and we really enjoyed the topic. So, yes, everyone, this is Lloyd Johnson, the author of the book Looking Back Kathmandu to Everest. The book is available on Amazon, or you can visit the website www.norfolkpress.com to buy a copy of the book. Again, Lloyd, thank you so much. We really enjoyed our session today. As we always say here at Readers Magnet, we share your story with the world. Goodbye, John.
Okay, thanks, Mark.